Hello everyone, in this video I show how to make this chic and classic necklace with multiple steel wires. This necklace is available as the complete DoubleBeads Do-It-Yourself jewelry kit Classic Delight. In order to make this necklace I use the following materials: cotton flyers, flat multi-wire flyers, flat nose flyers, Swarovski elements in various shapes and sizes, crimp beads 2 mm, special beads to hide crimp beads, 2 wire guardians, 2 jump rings, an extension chain, a clasp, and 3 wires for making jewelry about 30 cm each. Start with the steel wires. String a crimp bead on the wires together and then string a wire guardian on all 3 wires. It's quite tricky to string 3 wires through the small hole of the wire guardian, but with a little patience it will work. If you've managed to string all 3 wires through the wire guardian, string the wires through the same crimp bead. Now squeeze this crimp bead using flat multi-wire flyers or flat nose flyers until it is flat and closed. Make sure all wires are fastened tightly. In order to finish the crimp bead neatly, I use a special bead to hide the crimp bead. Place this bead around the crimp bead and carefully squeeze this special bead with the flat multi-wire flyers or flat nose flyers until it is closed. The bead that hides the crimp bead looks now like a little round metal bead. You can now carefully cut the remaining wire with cotton flyers. Try to cut the wire as close to the special bead that hides the crimp bead as possible for the best result. Now the Swarovski elements can be stringed on the steel wires. First, I make sure the steel wires have the same length. I carefully cut the ends of the steel wires that are too long in order to get 3 wires with the same length. I start with stringing a Swarovski element xylium bead of 4 mm, a Swarovski elements crystal pearl of 4 mm, and then again a Swarovski element xylium bead on all 3 wires together. Now I end this set of beads with a crimp bead and a special bead to hide the crimp bead. String the crimp bead on all 3 wires together and squeeze the crimp bead using flat multi-wire flyers or flat nose wires until it is flat and closed. Now place the special bead to hide the crimp bead around the crimp and carefully squeeze this special bead with the flat multi-wire flyers or flat nose wires until it is closed. For the next set of beads, I string 3 Swarovski elements on each wire separately. I now string 3 Swarovski elements of 4 mm on the wire, but you can of course decide what kind of beads you string yourself. By stringing different beads in various sizes on each wire, you create a playful and chic look. Did you know that yellow will be a trendy color this summer? At the Bead Your Fashion trend page you can check out the latest fashion and jewelry trends. It's definitely worth taking a look. I also end this set of beads with a crimp bead and a special bead to hide the crimp bead. String the crimp bead on all 3 wires together and squeeze the crimp bead using flat multi-wire flyers or flat nose wires until it is flat and closed. Then place a special bead to hide the crimp bead around the crimp bead and carefully squeeze the special bead with the flat multi-wire flyers or flat nose wires until it is closed. Repeat this technique for the entire necklace. So, first string a set of 2 Swarovski almond xylium beads of 4 mm with a Swarovski almonds crystal pearl of 4 mm in middle on all 3 wires together. And then string a set of different Swarovski almonds on all 3 wires separately. And each set of beads with a crimp bead and a special bead to hide the crimp bead. When you finish stringing all the beads, this is the result. I'm now going to show you how to finish this necklace neatly. First, I string another set of 2 Swarovski almond xylium beads with a Swarovski almond crystal pearl in the middle of all 3 wires together, in order to have the same set of beads on both ends of the necklace. Bead Your Fashion also had its own forum. At this forum you can ask any questions you might have about the DoubleBeads kits. So if you have any questions, suggestions or remarks after watching this video, you can always leave a message at the forum. Of course, you can also post your own designs to inspire other visitors of the forum. In order to finish this necklace, I used another crimp bead and special bead to hide the crimp bead. String a crimp bead on the wire, but do not squeeze it yet. First, you need to string the wire guardian on all 3 wires together. This is a precise job. It's important that you still have enough wire left at the end. This will make stringing the wire guardians on the wires easier. If you've stringed the wire guardian on all 3 wires, you can string all 3 wires through the same crimp bead and squeeze the crimp bead using flat multi-wire flyers or flat nose wires until it is flat and closed. Make sure all wires are fastened tightly. Now place a special bead to hide the crimp bead around the crimp bead and carefully squeeze the special bead with the flat multi-wire flyers or flat nose wires until it is closed. Make sure you use flat multi-wire flyers in order to prevent damaging the special bead. When you fix the special bead around the crimp bead, you can fix the clasp and extension chain to wire guardians with jump rings. Open and close the jump rings using flat multi-wire pliers and flat nose pliers. This necklace has a chic look and a classic design and is very suitable for parties, but also for work or school. These shimmering Swarovski elements will make you shine. Have fun making this dazzling necklace!